What's up, people? Welcome to your once-a-month trading stream. Last time we did this, I lost. The month of March was really shitty for me, so I had February where I made 3 times the amount that I needed, and then in March, I lost that month, so February had to cover the loss of the month of March, plus what I needed to have in March, so that buffer that I was trying to build on was gone. Now, April has been very good for me, so I'm in the same position as I was in February, where I'm already covered for the month, and now I just need to build the buffer again, so we need to secure these damn buffers. The thing that really fucked me up in March is that we were such a constrained price action relative to what I'd been used to, and then when I was on stream, I was a little bit too anticipatory on the breakouts. I mean, I tried breaking down below a consolidation zone and tried breaking up above, and I kept trying to swivel back and forth trying to guess it, and it just didn't work out. I hit my stop loss on that day, and then I ran into that same type of issue later in the month, but I was able to work around it because of my experience during that live stream. And it's happened before. It sucks when you have you have like normal market movements, and then you have like a consolidation day, and then you're just so used to things doing one particular thing, it's hard to switch your brain back and forth. But that's why you don't really get to win every day. You have a percentage of win rate, and there's just going to be times where shit doesn't work out for whatever reason, or support doesn't hold, just various shit. Alright, I'm going to start from a clean chart. So I'm going to start off with NVIDIA. It's best to start off with NVIDIA first, because Tesla moves so crazy that if you get fucked in the morning, then you're never going to recover from it. Alright, let me clear up everything on this one. I was asked to look at this Jan over. Look. That individual who bought into it did pretty well. I told him to cut the trade if it fell below the bottoming tail, and it did. And so this thing's still in play. It doesn't have a swing high yet. Could be getting there. Might be today. Who knows? But the triggering mechanism to get out of that swing that we're in hasn't been hit yet. All right, let's look at the daily time frame here. This is a NVIDIA chart. Kind of got an awkward swing low here. I'm just gonna put usually I'll put a zone around it, but this is a daily swing, so I'm not gonna hit that today. We got one here that it was attempted to break through a couple times. So we want to play swing to swing, so we're still on an uptrend. But obviously the momentum is to the downside, because we definitely broke through that in the latter part of March and in April. You could do other swings here, but those aren't going to be relevant. Maybe if we have some type of catastrophic day, we could probably look at something like this. There might be a little gap in here where it could stop. It looks like we did hit a gap here. When was that? The 7th? That was a crazy day. That was the only day I've lost this month, was the 7th, when we had that reversal. The volume and the data feed were so incredibly crazy that there was an actual delay in me getting my price quote data, so I was actually looking at old data as I was in a short. So when the thing reversed against me, I could have just been fucked completely. But thankfully, managed to survive. Hey Carpets, been a while. I guess the mornings are more your time, huh? So I'll put one here. Next bit of daily resistance is way up here, so we got some time. So now then we go to an hourly. Let me make sure I open up the extended hours just in case anything happened overnight. Looks fairly constrained. We've been having some pretty big breakouts in volume movement after hours, especially since this thing is now like a 24/7 stock. There's been a lot of movement. So it kind of changes the dynamic of things, because this 24-hour trading is a little bit new to equities. So, like, the movements that you expect to happen pre-market are happening in other time slots.
That's some serious grind. Respect that hustle.
Basically working 7 days between both jobs. Do you have 2 jobs now? So you had the PetSmart thing, but you probably had to move locations. Or are you doing the grocery store and PetMart again?
Busy is good.
Now that you moved back.
Keeps you sharp and on your toes. Go get 'em.
Alright, let's take a look here. So we have an hourly, we basically look to see where things kind of hit their heads and failed. And actually yesterday was a bit interesting because this is the price basically bounced and hit its head on a, you can see this resistance area was valid for a long period of time, and it had an opportunity to break through it, but it didn't.
But the treasure
couldn't hit it.
Japanese shop
I might have another opportunity to do it again today, but we'll see. Alright, just mark this off as resistance here.
Finding all the good stuff. Sounds like a great adventure.
I was saying, look, oh wait, so that's quite a bit of a commute then, because you have to go back and forth, because I thought you were further away
spoil those pets
from your old situation. Alright, so we have a resistance level where they had multiple chests and couldn't quite make it. Looks like we're breaking down again today, so let's see where the hourly support is. Well, there's one little bit of support here. Basically waiting for that to crack. I'm not gonna put a... I'll put a green on major support, but this is one that could that it needs to break through. Let's see, you got this. You have a swing high here. We don't know if this is going to be a swing low yet or not. You do have a swing low here. This is the lowest retest that we've got. So I will put a green around that. Alright, so we got swing high, swing low, we play around that. We'll have to see if it breaks through this area here. It could always grab liquidity and then run itself back up. So there's a bunch of stops here. It'll probably run them and release those shares to the market, then buy them up, and then move the price up. We'll see. So you had this, and then you have this, and then you could have this and break through. Or they can break through this, retest and fail, then come back down. So those are basically the 2 scenarios that we're looking at today. We just have to play however it transpires, basically. PetSmart is about a 10-minute walk from your mom's place and you live close.
Sounds like a good balance.
I thought the apartment was further away, so like it would have taken a while to go between those two, but I guess you're not doing it on the same day, but... No, whatever works out for you. Good to see you're still kicking. So we're essentially looking for those 2 scenarios, and we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So basically the 4 level that we have here, we have to see what happens. And they can always trick me. I can always go in short, and then they can reverse it just underneath of it, trying to grab the
nice short
stops.
Between places.
But we're definitely gonna look for this thing to... if I had a bet... We had a pretty big pullback yesterday, but we bounced from it, so I'm still thinking we're... we're still gonna be to the upside until we have, like, a reversal. They tried to reverse it a couple days ago, it didn't work out, so we're still gonna go up to the upside trying to retest this area that failed here. I guess this would be a better... Now that I zoom in on this one looks like a better swing high. And this is just another level to look at. but it's not the swing. We basically need to see it break above hole and then come back up here, so multiple layers. Alright, now let's do Tesla, because that'll be the other thing I play. I haven't been playing this one as much recently, just because of the way that the price action works, it can really blow your ass up. Your apartment's only 15-minute walk from your mom's. That's, I thought you wanted more space, because obviously they could hunt you down if you're only 15 minutes away from your old location. Okay. So Tesla's a little bit more of a mess. We might have to do a 4-hour on this one. Let's see here. 4-hour. Well, I'll definitely have a swing high on the 4-hour. This thing just got up here and stopped. Really big reversal on it and hasn't recovered. Swing low down here. Multiple tests. Alright. And we go down to the hourly, let's see if we can actually get something a little bit more pinpoint. Well, you got something here. I'm gonna put a tentative box on this one. Oops. Okay. Definitely a big one here. This looks more like a daily or an hourly resistance. I could use this one. I can use this one. That's a pretty good, straightforward swing. And then you have hourly low here. I'd like to see if there was a better retest. This might be it. But all of this shit. So you have one that bounced, so you have a little bit better of a support level there, but then you have one immediately underneath of it too that I could break through. This is the truer swing low, but this one actually retested, so I'll at least mark this one and see what happens. Okay. So we'll see. Today could be a momentum changer. Near-term upswing, but we're in a downturn overall, so we're still in that type of a squeeze situation. Somebody has to blink and roll over. Okay, we got 4 minutes and 26 seconds. I'm going back to NVDA. We're gonna play this one. Let me take a look at my notes to see. Nope, I didn't mark down my entries from yesterday. I think I did 1-minute entries. I haven't done my shit. I haven't been writing down my notes completely. Looks like one day we did a 15-minute entry, so that was like a chop zone. Did a 5-minute earlier this month. Alright. Okay, let me see. I also want to mark the 15-minute, 20-period moving average reset. It usually will hit... The price action will usually hit this at some point, so I always look at this to be like a reset area. And I don't know if it's going to go down or up, but I kind of just get like if there's a big explosion to the upside, and we're getting close to a resistance area, I might try shorting and looking for a target somewhere near where the moving average hits. That's the only moving average I still really use for like exits or entries. And I just, in my notes, I've been tracking that for a long period of time, and it usually does hit. There's once or twice a month where that may not happen. Oops. gotta keep that window in the foreground. Let me see, how many times did it not hit it last month? So if I go to March, 1, 2... Okay, well, at least for NVIDIA, it didn't hit it once. So NVIDIA only didn't hit it once last month, but Tesla didn't hit it twice. Alright. And then what else do we need? We need to check the calendar at Forex Factory to see if there's anything that's going to get announced. There is not for the US. We look for red folder events. I don't see any. Okay, so we're basing everything on price action today. I think we're going to the upside, but we know where we're gonna change our narrative if certain things get hit. That was a hell of a pullback, though, but considering that it's gaining levels over time, still looks like an upside move. Now we gotta see if they try to shake people out in the morning. We're basically already on the reset point, so this is going to be a strong position to start from here. And we're just going to have to see if it holds. Broke down, bounced up. It's been a long time down there, didn't it? 1, 2, basically 4 hours. Well, 2 of them were aftermarket. Alright, here we go. See what happens. We'll see if we survive today or not. And I got the NQ chart just to see a rough idea of where the market's heading. It doesn't necessarily mean that whatever I'm looking at is going to do the same thing, but the NQ tends to move in sympathy. Alright, so maximum concentration here. Kinda got a wide box. I guess it's an initial push, but it's gonna pull back, and then we're gonna rock it up and see what happens. That is a pretty good takeout bar, but okay, let's just see. Okay, probably should have did more on that one, huh? I have a weenie entry. It's been a while since we have 2 consecutive strong pushes. Usually we sashay back and forth, so this is a little bit different. Like I said, it's hard to... you get your mind focused on one thing happening for a long period of time, and so when this happens, you're not as fast to engage on it. Let's see. What's all about here? what do we got as a 15-minute barrier? The 15-minute barrier might be an opportunity for it to pull back a bit and then have another push-up. Man, I really wish I did a higher share size, but I didn't know it was gonna burst up like that. I still think it's gonna do a pullback. Alright, that could have been $1,000 right there instead of 100. Well, we could always see if it re-enters here. Is that your fair value gap, as ICT would say? Really strong position, though. I should have been more aggressive, but this is, I've had a fight back and forth on shop for so long, I wasn't ready for it to explode out like that. So we're gonna have to wait for the secondary entry here. Could even try to initiate a short. I doubt it'll break through this for the first time, but we'll see. So we're in a 15-minute resistance area. So maybe short here, come back here, go up, and then sustain up position. Okay, it seems to be respecting that 15-minute area. See if it crawls back up, tries a retest, or if it's just gonna pull back down. If it just pulls back down and retest this, I'm not gonna go long. We do have a bunch of shit to get through. That was a hell of a pullback yesterday, but I think it will. Now we have a full reversal. If this first 15-minute candle doesn't hold and it actually just reverses, then I am gonna go short. Or I am gonna think it's gonna break this area. We'll see. Oh, it could have been a short, huh? That's fine, we can... Alright, let's try a little short here. We know where our stop is if it decides to run up right now. Alright, still playing with peanuts. Long topping tail there. So we're gonna see if this thing holds this area, or if it's gonna... The other thing that could happen is it could reach down here and then reverse, just to take out everyone who went long here. And that was one of the reasons why I was a little bit hesitant, because I didn't know when this shit was gonna happen. We are not in a really good trend where we can just watch things fly to where they need to be. The stock has barely moved in its ATR, the average true range. It's only at 19%. So right here we're at like a bouncing point, but we are not at the... See, like I said, I would like to look at a 15-minute moving average reset. So maybe we'll... I'm just thinking out loud, but maybe we'll prop here for a bit until the moving average kind of shows some positive movement. I mean, moving averages are just delayed bullshit, right? But it's still visually helps with a trend at times, at least on the higher time frame. I still have this on my screen, but it's more of a force of habit. Okay. That short would have worked out. Didn't try to retest it. We could have done a higher share size, but did it twice, but it didn't. So it looks like they want to break the entry. So we'll see if they want to... Well, let's see here. Okay. See if there's actually gains or not. Not exactly convincing. So we have one 5-minute candle, still a few minutes away from the first 15. Kind of limp dick price action. Could be an initial burst for liquidity, then complete rollover for the rest of the day too. The swing high that they pulled yesterday was quite the beatdown. We're in that squeeze point. This is kind of tricky because we did get beat down yesterday, but we still have a short term because we gapped up into it. So now we're in like a resting spot, so it can still reverse higher. But then again, it can also, I mean, I'm sick. You have to look at both sides when you're doing this and know where your invalidation points are. Okay. Am I gonna lose that bar, or what are you gonna do here? Alright, that didn't work. See what we got here. So now I just switched short. Okay, cover one. See if we get a full reversal. I mean, we still have a positive short-term momentum here. So if it leaves a big bottoming tail here, then we're really in a consolidation position. We're gonna have to wait for a break above or below, because now, right now I just lost twice. Let's give it a minute. Let's see how this closes here. Short-term trend up. Long-term trend down. Are we gonna break this low here, or is it gonna stay? Gotta watch for... Oh, look at the NQ. NQ is going up. I had to get out of that position just in case. Obviously, I'm looking for this thing to move in sympathy. The NQ just broke above its recent resistance area, so it might happen in NVIDIA, it might not. It might just keep going lower, but I don't want to... Especially this early, I don't want to... If the NQ is showing me something different than what NVIDIA is doing, then I don't want to be in the opposite direction. Let's see what Tesla's doing. Tesla came from a minor gap down to come up to resistance and roll over. Now look at NVIDIA, it didn't work. So NQ flung up and hit liquidity. We'll see if it gains it or not. I could have held my short, unfortunately. Now we have a really bad 15-minute candle here. Let's see if we get one igniting bar that just takes out two of these pullbacks, and we'll kind of have an idea of where we're going. Needs to gain that area. Yep. All right. Okay, we're gonna try here. Two minutes before the first 15. Don't do this to me. Didn't quite gain it. Let's see what happens here. I'm about to get wiped out. Alright. So they wiped me out here. Damn it. Oh, shit. Okay. So we're gonna have a kind of a weird situation on the first 15-minute bar. I kind of use that as a gauge to see if things are going to go into a full reversal or if there's going to be some type of support. And then we also look at the first hourly. Not in a good situation, so we still have that resistance area there, and it looked like the market might NQ is doing pretty good. What the fuck is going on with NVIDIA? Could be additional factors for NVIDIA, but I was expecting something a little bit better than what we got. We didn't lose this, I just couldn't hold that position. So I still want to see it get above this now and hold where we were. So NVIDIA's rolling over. Still hesitant on going short though. So we grab liquidity again. Let's see if this holds. And I kind of want to get it above this area here. Some type of breakthrough. We're not getting a nice trend today, right off the bat anyway. But by the end of the day, it might look obvious. Alright, motherfucker, you better hold this time. Well, this could be your swing low and they double tested it, so ideally I'd have my stop down here, but that's probably going to take me to my stop loss if I held it on that long, so I might have to take a minor loss instead of waiting for it to go all the way down if it doesn't pop here.
Hey, rough mornings happen, gotta shake it off like a champ.
Sorry to hear that. I'm still in my rough morning.
Brush it off, ain't got time for second guessing.
Oh, nothing about stocks. You got fucked in the morning, but not stocks, huh? How do you get out of bed and just get fucked?
Gotta keep your eyes on the prize, that's where the real action is.
Well, I'm looking for a break above and hold here. We know where our end stop is, and it could hit it and then roll up again. It is kind of scaring me out a little bit, but I hate entering then re-entering and just getting chopped out. But it seems like I'm gonna get myself in the same situation that I was last month, huh? Pretty nasty fucking price action. And again, I feel like I pulled the trigger a little bit too early because it didn't actually hold here. See if we do another attempt and actually hold this time. Need to break above those tail bars there, and then kind of re-enter, retest, and go up. It's still not doing it. Decent volume. Still having a hard time with that area, man, and we gotta watch out for any type of big wipeout here, and that can happen at any time. Ah, god damn, the son of a bitch today, huh? we are really in a shit sandwich. We'll have multiple short-term supports below, but he's got a major overhead resistance here. You got one here, and then we're just fucking stuck. I can't add any more shares right now. I shouldn't even be this large into it. Stop teasing me. Alright, what are you gonna do this time? Yeah, it's a little bit better. Okay. Next. Okay. We're positive now, still got a pretty healthy position. It's still probably gonna linger here for a little bit longer. I got my first sale at $1 from where we're at. This thing runs $9 a day, so we are gonna have an upside move. It should be able to hit this stupid thing. If it actually breaks through here, it's just gonna run hard. But it might take a while for that to happen. And it's still gonna threaten to die as well. Really shitty choppy. Choppy shitty. See if you can get me up to 100 again so I can get back to where I was before. Still have a healthy position. Alright. See if we actually get above this. We can get above this. It's still gonna chop for a little bit. This is such limp dick action. And we got a really large 15-minute tail bar to deal with. Half of my, let's see you nab this one. I'll keep it at 500 shares and see where we go with it. Need a breakthrough here, man. This is your, this is where you became a little bitch. Key's still going up. It retested the area that it needed to, so it broke through, then it retested the area, so I'm still thinking this thing's gonna run up higher. And I want to see that same thing happen with NVIDIA too, but there was just so much, there's still multiple areas where this thing is gonna do a pullback or possibly fail. Yeah, we're making lower highs on NVDA, so I could... Tough to play, man, because either I hold and then see if there's actually gains, or... Man, Alright, let's see what happens here. If this breaks below and then does a retest and fails, then it's probably gonna roll over. But right now it's just doing a retest in the same area that it actually gained, so we gotta watch this. We gotta watch this thing. Still got 32 minutes before the first hourly, then we'd want to look to see if the hourly holds. And that one should, but anything can happen. Not good. Not good at all. Might be a late afternoon mover. Okay, third 15-minute period's got double topping tails. Still can't hold below the last hour of price action from yesterday. We're gonna have to look to see if it does that. This thing needs to ignite and wipe out the last two bars. This is some painful shit. This is the worst environment to be stuck trading in. Okay, gotta watch out here. Still hold. There's no other catalysts today unless Trump says something. I don't know. I mean, this could be considered accumulation as well, as long as it holds here. But you know, if you're in it somewhere in the middle like I am, you're still scared of it pulling us downward, even though it's still in an accumulation zone. Completely fucking flat, man. Yeah, this looks like a late afternoon mover, so what could happen is it could break down and then bounce. I don't know, playing around in my head, don't worry about it. Still in it, making another attempt. But it just can't break that resistance area. And this is only a 1 minute resistance area, so this is really nothing in the grand scheme of things. But when you have a large share size and you're playing, when you're day trading, it's quite significant for a single person. Looking for the random spike to wipe out the previous price action. I ain't gonna add to this shit. Barely moved today. We're still stuck within 19% of the range of the stock move, so this is a choppy shithole. We're gonna be in pain for quite a while. Now I'm looking at the NQ as well. It can always stay in this level for quite some time until we've had enough accumulation to blow the lid off. Pain in the ass, not what I like. Pain in the ass, not what I like. Come on, baby. At some point, just, blow your load on me. The volume's starting to dry up here. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because with low volume, you can move stocks quite hard. Now we're losing here. Man. Again, we've been stuck in that area for quite some time, man. Still waiting for this accumulation thing to suck up all available shares and then pump the son of a bitch.
Time is never an issue for a player like me.
Is it still early for me? Yeah, this is 7 in the morning. I'm doing my daily routine of stocks. So, if I don't get to you immediately, it's because I'm concentrating. I try to stream this once a month, so this is the 1 month thing. Really being a pain in the ass. Well, something has to give. If it's not moving up very quickly, then there's going to be some type of liquidation pullover to launch it back up. So there could be a really bad sell-off bar and then a reversal to...
Time's just a number. The hustle never
start
stops.
The momentum going. Well, I get to see you in the middle of the week, which is nice. Flaming Ice Dragon. Alright, here comes another attempt. We want this thing to break and hold above. So we're gonna give this thing another shot here. Still having a difficult time. I'm gonna roll off some of my shares again. I hate this fucking shit. If it breaks up and above, I still have a good enough share size. But I don't want to get jackknifed. I want to have some ability to buy more. This thing really does a one candle sweep and then reverse. Just got home. Did you work?
Time to kick back and chill.
You were working and then got back? Alright. Yeah, this fucking resistance area is just pain in the ass. Got the initial push-up. Still on an uptrend. We had areas where we pulled back pretty hard here, we gained this, and now we're just still trying to stay above this accumulation area. 15-minute looks like shit. I'm not adding anything else, just in case they wipe me out. It's not gonna be too bad. I'll have to reconsider what my options are. What the fuck? I should have been on Tesla, son of a bitch. This is why we're... God damn it. Well, Tesla would have been a good move. Tesla might actually even pull back somewhere, too. We might be able to get this. Where could we pull back to? Somewhere around here? Alright, this thing pulls back. We'll get into it.
Hey,
Fuck.
enjoy the freedom. No stress from work or school.
Okay, back to the, back to this bitch that we're stuck in. Not school, not work, no pay. Dope. Back again to the accumulation zone. It has gone nowhere today. But the lowest ATRs that I've seen in NVIDIA, the lowest I've seen on record is 30%, so we're still not quite there, and that was in last October. So if it at least gets to 30% one way or another, we can still make profit. We're already in it. But we need that igniting bar. This thing has a lot of shit to get through, man. This... still really squeezy. This is garbage. Well, when you're online, anything is possible. There is no limitations online. That's why I love video games. I think I've said that exact same thing before. I'm having deja vu.
Crank up the volume. I've got some words of wisdom for you.
You can't hear a cat? And... kitty. Doop boop 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 boop. Can't hear the cat. He's loud. Alright, we'll put him up a little bit. Alright, here we go. Here we go. This is the igniting bar. Let's see if this is a fake out or if this is gonna go. Come on, man. You are a teasing little bitch.
Can't a cat catch a break, you humans and your weird minds?
How about I eat him? It's a snack right there. Okay, bitch, tell me what you got. You gonna run or you gonna die? Come on, fuckhead. You gotta be... Come on, bitch. Oh, I figured that might happen. See where it closes.
Politics make my tail itch. Just keep an eye on the stocks.
I mean, yes. But we'll see if it's better long term, but short term there's gonna be a lot of pain, because you have to change up the supply chain, so where things are coming from. Because to pay extra for components to make things is real pain. Alright, damn it. So she did lose it.
Politics can be a circus. Focus on the market game instead.
Well, there's a lot of logic to what he's doing. The rollout could be better, because you do want to bring manufacturing back to the home country. This is going to be a complicated topic, and I can't really talk about it while I'm day trading. We can do it when I'm playing a game or something, but right now I'm trying to make money for the day. Essentially, the idea is to at least bring some of the manufacturing capacity back just for security purposes. Like, you can't have China be manufacturing all your chips or mining rare earths. Because if there's actually a strategic situation, we can't be reliant on any one person. And also, it's just so, because they keep their currency artificially low, it's difficult for any homegrown businesses to compete if they were to make similar products. So that's why the tariffs are there, to make it more expensive for importers who try to buy things cheaper. And there's all kinds of arguments where that's right or wrong, but I understand the concept behind it. Four fucking bars of going up, and I didn't get to experience any of that. Ah, shit, here we go. Fucking Christ. So this is the liquidation break? Or it's either liquidation, or this is gonna be the one to move this thing up, so let's see what happens here, where it closes. So I just lost quite a bit there. So this could be the one to... I don't know if this is gonna be the reversal, or if this is gonna be the... trying to get liquidity for the move upward. So let's see what happens. Oh, nope. If there's two bars like that, it's going to be a hard sell. Let's see what happens here. Now I have to wait. Man, this is the do-nothing day. It's unfortunate that I had to stream. And if anything, we still haven't hit the reset point. Alright, well, let's see if I can at least break even then. So we're coming back to where it succeeded last time. Alright, so we lost that. Okay. Quite the dump, man. Took a fucking hour to have happen, but there it is. Yeah, we're gonna break even, then we're gonna have to reset our day here. So now this is the full reversal, so this is one of those things that I'm scared about during the day, is when we have the first 15-minute bar not hold. So now we have to reassess the whole situation here. So we still have a support level here. It's very rare to get a double full reversal. Now I'm looking for the high of the day to really hold. So now we're gonna have to look for a short entry, which could be somewhere around here. So basically, I'm close to break even, but not quite. I'm still down $1 here, probably like $4 based off of how much I've spent today. But now we're looking for I'm looking for a bounce up, and then we can re-short. You don't think tariffs are going to be helpful in the long term? Eventually, we'd want everyone to have free trade, because even Europe has tariffs against the United States, so it makes it more expensive for Europeans to buy American stuff in your country, and they do that to protect their industries. So when the United States does tariffs to other countries, somehow now it's unfair. Do you understand? Ideally, you know, if you really want free trade, then you wouldn't have tariffs anywhere, but there's so many different dynamics in terms of like what people can produce, the knowledge factor, capacity, this individuals, number of people in the country. There's lots of factors involved, which is why the tariffs are there. Because not everyone can, there's no such way of everyone competing on a level playing field, kind of like that equity and inclusion stuff, you know? No one can really...
Economy's a wild ride. Buckle up and enjoy the show.
Terms. Well, I guess the argument is, you drop your tariffs and we'll drop ours, because the U.S. has been living through high tariffs on their goods in other countries, but when we suddenly start to do ours, then everyone's complaining. Take a look at the what the situation was before this this tariff raising. Like what? One second here, I gotta flatten my position here in a second. Here. As soon as it gets back up here, we are gonna... Damn, that's a fucking hell of a bottoming tail bar, though. Today is really crazy. I'm sorry. The best that we had was $200, and I lost it because it didn't actually gain here. But we have we're having a hell of a bounce here. But like I said, it's very rare for a double full reversal, meaning... actually, I guess we haven't had a reversal yet, because this hasn't... You have to break the high of the initial 15-minute candle, or whatever the predominant situation is. And then you have to reverse it, so I guess it hasn't done that. But it did break the low. Tough day to read, man. Still short-term uptrend, but they did do the liquidity grab that I was concerned about. It's really tough to read this shit. This is one of those transitional days. But we are up money, but you could have done basically any other job besides this today. It ain't no $800 to $1,000 in 15-minute day that I get. I'd like to get that on camera. It would have happened yesterday, but today is just,
I'm on the side of the stocks, baby.
Don't
That's
tell you on
where
the side.
the
I'm on
action
the
is.
side of the economy or whatever I think is best. I'm not. I mean, any single person can do things that I agree with and disagree with. Now, from my personal standpoint, the tariffs are hurting my company and I have to shut it down. But I also, on the other hand, understand why they're there in the first place, why we're doing this in the first place. So,
Death Cross ain't
you know,
no
I'm
joke.
kind of,
Gotta handle
I'm kinda
those
stuck in the
trades
middle.
like a boss.
The collectibles, if you go to DragonDivide.com, all that stuff is sourced from China. They're Japanese intellectual property, but Good Smile Company manufactures all of that in China. So at least half of my inventory is subject to tariffs, and I'm on the hook for that over the next several months. And those are pretty devastating. That's essentially, I can't make profit on the things that I've agreed to purchase from the distributor. So on one hand, I'm getting really fucked by the whole thing. But on the other hand, I understand why it's there. I remember growing up, there was a presidential candidate named Ross Perot who was talking about the giant sucking sound that would come from the globalization and the movement of the U.S. manufacturing base to other countries. And everyone kind of laughed at him. He called it the giant sucking sound. And it turns out he was right, but he wasn't the popular candidate then. That was back when Bill Clinton was running for office. There's a lot of history behind it. It's not like, these aren't like overnight knee-jerk reactions. This is stuff that's been happening over a really long period of time. And we were able to mask how devastating it was to move our manufacturing because we had
Hold
the
tight.
digital revolution.
We'll ride out the storm together. Stay strong.
Another sucking sound. Right now my trading is sucking because the price action is pretty bad. We did get the reversal. Let me see what Tesla's doing now. Wow, Tesla still hasn't even... It probably will, though. But I'm down right now, so I don't really want to fuck with Tesla. We've still basically gone nowhere today, so I have no idea what the hell we're gonna do. I mean, this is a pretty damn huge, bottoming tail. It can always get wiped out. But in one swoosh, we lost this. Hey, we gotta watch out here. So this is
Global
the...
game, baby. Keep an eye on those international plays.
Gotta watch out here and see if it holds this or if it runs over. $110.83. What about $109.83? Is that a possible move today? Yeah. So we could retest this hourly down here. But we'll see. There's a lot of things that could happen in between actually getting to the target. Ah, fuck. Oh, what's it gonna be here? Failure or bounce? Damn, I might have to just call it good and come back later in the afternoon. Looks like it's still bouncing off of that area. Here's a retest of a level that failed. Let's see if it breaks up and above it, and then I'm gonna have to short it and wait. Or, sorry, flatten and wait. Good thing you're not from America. Every country's got problems. So, like I'm saying, the tariffs definitely hurt me. It's not a good situation for me personally. But I understand. I can see both sides of the argument. Speaking of seeing both sides, I can definitely see. I can see it going up or down at this point. We did break a significant support level, but I can always regain it and move higher as well. Right now, that's what it looks like it's doing. It's gonna... It has to take this out, otherwise it's gained it. Shit, I might have to call it good today on a partial loss and not even... at least for the stream. I can come back later in the afternoon and see what happens, but... Right now, this is, we wanted to break up and above here, but didn't. It pulled back, but it's still in a generalized short-term uptrend. It needs to lose this area that it already lost. Right now it's attempting to regain. You essentially need this thing to take out that entire bar here, and that would resume its downward trajectory. Because then it would have attempted twice to gain this and did not work out. So we'll see here what happens. This is a pretty important area. But even if you're gonna go long, you still have all this shit above. So it's just a really very bad squeezy day. Consolidated. But it's not really pulling back down with any type of gusto right now. It's like they bought it up. Hell of a reversal, though. We saw that shit on camera. Still held, didn't break. Alright. I'm out. So now it's come to where I wanted it to be, which is to touch that 15-minute moving average, that reset. But this thing is just so fucking crazy. That sell-off was insane. So it might be a slow grower the rest of the day, and I don't really want to sit here waiting that long. Thank you for the head pats. I need that today. I'm down 269 right now, and it's gonna just take forever for this thing to get back up. I don't know if it's gonna consolidate here and roll over. I have no idea. We are at the first hourly bar, so we can do this. So if you look at the first hourly here, really bad topping tail. We're still stuck in the same range as it. It's just a really crappy day. No breakdown yet. No considerable, like I said, small, short, localized uptrend, but we're not playing for an hour-to-hour basis. We're doing it on a 1 minute time frame. And I don't want to get caught in a chop, because what if it gets up here and then it just reverses, or what if it goes here and reverses? But right now it's gained this thing back, so it's pretty damn annoying. It did hit this area from yesterday, so that might be the low. Now, if it has a bar takeout where it actually takes out this sell-off, then that might be a good long.
Nasdaq stocks are my domain. NVDA, TSLA, the big guns.
So I typically watch 2 stocks every day, NVDA and Tesla, and I don't invest, I day trade, so I'm selling, buying or selling back and forth within a very short time frame, like within minutes, to try to make money. And right now, today is a little bit more of a difficult day because we're kind of in a consolidation period where it's not really going up or down. You're having a couple of good moves, but if you're on the wrong side of it, you can definitely chop yourself out because you're just on the wrong, you're on the wrong side. Yeah, it's all over the place, man. 15 minute has an uptrend. 1 minute, it's lost some levels. Again, this one, but it's kind of in the same kind of a chop zone. So either we have to wait till it breaks up here or wait until it gets lower here. I am kind of a crap day to trade on camera. We were up 200 up here, but it didn't gain this and it rolled over. So now we're down 269. And the hourly looks really shitty. Still on an uptrend, but it has so much resistance. We're gonna have to see what's the next leg down, or if it gains something. And I thought we were gaining because the NQ was so strong, but it wasn't really playing out with what we were showing. Let me try to do a short here. Could have waited until it breaks below this, so it's a little bit anticipatory. But if this doesn't work, then I think I'm gonna be done for the day. Or at least on stream, and come back in the afternoon. See where it left off. So roughly in the same place where we lost that consolidation zone, we're gonna try to see if it continues lower or if it bounces. We're kind of against a short-term uptrend, so this is a little bit painful as a short. But the lowest I have on record for NVIDIA to move is 30% of its ATR, and right now we're at 24.8, so we can still go below this. On the reverse, we can still go up above this, but we've hit resistance multiple times here, so that's why I'm trying to bet on the downside now. It was on the upside until we lost this consolidation that we had. Come on, bitch. See if we get the next shoe to drop to the downside. Or if it actually holds this position. This thing's a motherfucker. Let's see if it absorbs. If it breaks through this tail bar, that's a really good sign. But if it doesn't, we're gonna have to possibly flatten here. We're gonna have to see if it absorbed that buying. There we go. Okay, close below, please. Nope, damn, this thing is a pain in the ass today. Alright, man, you proved it to me then. Shit. Still far away from our stop loss, but we're not getting anywhere. We're chopping ourselves out. You see there's a distinct breakthrough here. You know, we still have to contend with that tail bar, so this is just consolidation. Thought I was gonna hold, broke out once, broke down, found some support here, which kind of matches where it left off yesterday. I'm still looking for this thing to hold as resistance, but it didn't have a breakdown yet. And if it gets above here, then it can continue going higher. But this is a really shit day. But on the bright side, since it hasn't moved that much, we haven't really lost anything. Well, are we gonna gain this then? Regain the, or re-enter the level where we were trying to get some consolidation involved? Man, what a pain in the ass day. Not even a quarter of its normal movement.
Slow days are like a breather. Enjoy the calm while it lasts.
Tesla did okay. But we're chasing if we do it now. Damn it. Tesla was a good one. Oh, that's fucking shitty. See, I put my damn alert here and it didn't tick it. I got really close to it and it didn't trigger it. Son of a bitch. That happens too. Weird PA, but it's slow and you love it. Yeah, it really depends on your strategy, I guess, huh? Because you're in a 15-minute time zone, right? But even then, this is really shitty. Slow is fine as long as it's predictable, but for me, it entered a resistance area, it had consolidation, I thought I was going to break up higher, but it couldn't get above this point. Now it looks like it is going to go up higher, but we're still down because we couldn't figure it out. And we had a alert here where I was looking for Tesla to hit it, and it got within a cent and it didn't hit it, so we never got into Tesla. So that shit happens. The only other thing I can think of is maybe returning here from the resistance area. God damn it, I hate it when it gets within a cent of your entry and it doesn't get there. That happens. Alright, I'm gonna buy a pullback here, but not from here. See if I get this pullback. Might just stay in that zone. And it's really tricky to get in on anything here. I want to see it down here. Still down about $400. What the fuck? See, this is so fucked up, dude. Look at this shit. You see that shit? This is a really tough day to play, man. This thing just wiped out.
It. Just keep those trades sharp.
And now what? You know? Is it gonna go up now? Was that a liquidity grab? Yeah, it looks like it.
Timing is everything. Make those moves count.
So what, lower or higher? I'm gonna try to see if it goes long from here. That looked like a liquidity grab to the upside. Could end up fucking ourselves here. Let's see what happens. This will hit our stop loss if we lose. Don't know if that was a change in trend or if that's the liquidity to move it up higher. We saw it pull back down before and we bought it all up. And we're in a short-term uptrend, so trying again for the long. And if I'm wrong, then I guess we're just dead for the day.
And stocks bring the thrill. Dive in and ride the wave.
Back to the support point.
Happy owner, Content Cat, that's the dream team.
Well, right now I'm Angry Dragon. We're not making money today. Yet. Whoops. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is gonna end my day right here. Not good. Okay, if you can do a surprise and eliminate the last couple of red bars, that's pretty good. But you've lost so much. You've hit resistance multiple times today. It's just a really bad area, price area for this thing. Look, we had like 3 green bars here, but it kept pushing up into resistance, and it just swiped, and then we bounced. Pretty fucking annoying. And right now we're still, I mean, no man's land. But we're still in the local uptrend, so let's see what happens. I mean, it could actually swipe lower and actually kill the fucker, but it looks like each time it swiped, it grabbed liquidity to move it up more. So we're just gonna have to play on that one, but if I lose this one, then it's game over today. And we're gonna be at an hour and a half today, and nothing's happened. Still not good. Needs to break these popping tails. Come on, baby. Just need one buyer with some balls. See, that shit happened so fast that my data didn't even sync up with what just happened there. Damn, this is not real time, man. I need a better broker. It's like a 2-second delay or something. And I definitely have it on real time on my settings. Well, come on, baby. Can't afford any more liquidity grabs. Want to see it kind of retest up here. Come on, baby. Warren Buffett, please. Please, Warren. Warren Buffett, buy some NVIDIA, please. There we go. So you need to game this area still, and I'm gonna have to extend this area. And it's still threatening to roll over at any one moment. So we saw that local uptrend, which is why I'm still long. But it is a pain in the butt today, man. I'd even argue it's worse than last month when I streamed. This time we actually really did have breaks that didn't go anywhere. Last month I was anticipating breaks that didn't happen. So you got to see two really shitty streams back to back. You know, I only do this once a month, so back to back in terms of, you know, our sessions. So now we have a big bottoming tail coming off of a zone that I was looking for a reset, so that's very good. They can still chop here for a long time, but this has gone nowhere today, man. This is just so garbage. Come on, man, you know you want to break through. Then you gotta contest with this red resistance zone here. Come on, baby, hit that. Where are you gonna close? Where are you gonna close? God damn. Let's see if it explodes in the next... in 2 minutes. That'll be a closer of a 15-minute bar, and we have a long bottoming tail. I'm sure the hourly looks like shit. Let me take a look. Hourly is just a fucking grind. Well, you're getting more content today. I'd rather be done in 15 minutes, but now you get to watch me suffer. This is why I don't stream this shit. To get into this situation. It's all fun and games when you can get in and out in 15 minutes with $1,000. Not so much if you're sitting here for an hour and a half waiting for something that may or may not happen. There's a few seconds left for the closure of the 15-minute candle. Not great.
Nice grab. Enjoy that profit. Big or small, it's all green.
You're just gonna take your 300. Sounds good. I should have taken my 200 earlier. But this thing has basically gone nowhere, so that's what compels me to stay in it. Well, buddy, you need to break through all these topping tails. And you need to hold. And if you can do that, then we can still have a pretty nice day. But this has to be your low. Otherwise, I am not making money today. Not in danger of our stop loss. So we got room to play with, but there's nowhere to go. Ideal target would be up around here to retest this, pull back, and then break through. So I guess what I really want to have happen today is a run up here. I'll take all my shares off the table, pulls back here where the previous resistance was, and then break up and above, or at least get into that zone. Interesting episode, even though nothing's happened. I mean, it's just interesting to watch someone sweat in this type of situation, because you always see charts after the fact when people explain shit and not the moment-to-moment inside the shitter like I show. Really don't want it to lose this. It won't kill us if it does, but we ain't gonna make money today. Come on, baby. And Q's not really giving me a whole lot of confidence. Looks like it's just dying off slowly over time, giving bits of pieces of hope. But then on the other side, yeah, just or if we get to break even, I'm gonna take some shares off and let the rest set. So we did break this area, but we have to hold it, otherwise it don't mean a damn thing. I'm gonna redraw this shit. Now that I'm not under duress. Well, out of curiosity, not that I can use fibs very well. Well, we're above the 50%, so this is not gonna be a dead cat. This is gonna be a longing, more long-term uptrend move. At least it's just a guess. Alright, I'm gonna take off 100 shares as soon as we can get break even. Maybe even half, and wait for a retest. Today it's just, you know, I was up 200 right around here. I didn't expect this shit to happen. So we're almost gonna get above where it started to grab for liquidity, so this is a major test here. But if it breaks above and holds, it could run really hard. Very long day, man. Do. What the hell do you want me to do while I'm waiting on this? I can't take my eyes away. I can't just fuck around and play a game while this shit's happening. I gotta be focused. I mean, I guess I could put a stop there, but it's possible that I could just run the stop and then reverse. And I don't want that to happen. So I have to stay dialed in. And of course, if I see anything that concerns me, I might want to get out before the stop. Alright, not so good right now. Have to see if this area holds. But this is the retest into the area that it just broke above, so let's see. But it is on a 1 minute time frame, which isn't great. But sometimes you can see the pattern before it actually transpires in the higher time frames this way. Five minutes seems to agree with me. I hope we don't set a new record for low ATR today, because I really don't want to see something get stuck at less than 25% of its move. Like I said, the lowest I've recorded is 30, which was set in October 18th of last year. Yeah. Still playing around that area. Here, I'm gonna remove some of this shit and redraw. Waiting, waiting, waiting. This is riveting. Riveting, what am I using for this? So this is Thinkorswim, the platform. My broker is Charles Schwab. They used to be TD Ameritrade, but they got bought out by Charles Schwab, but the platform still stayed the same. Right now we're still losing for the day, but it's holding support, so we might see some action here soon. Hopefully you're doing well if you're trading. The last few videos have been pretty instructional because it shows what happens when you don't have a really good trend to go off of and you don't have really a lot of momentum. It shows how to navigate really small price levels where you have some consolidation, aka chop. Alright, so we've held it. This is good. This is very good for us now. So I'm going to take some shares off when we break even, and then my target is that green bar, the green dotted line at the top. So let's see if we get there. That's a retest of where the thing failed this morning, but considering that we had a couple liquidation grabs and we broke above them, still seems like it wants to move higher, but we'll see. Gotta be cautious. Anything can happen here. And you're gonna make me a liar if you keep pulling back like that. You haven't done any day trading, really? Yeah, there's different ways of doing it. You can do a swing trade, which has the same properties, the same type of techniques that I'd use on a smaller time frame, but you can do it on a day-to-day basis. So that's one way of not doing it the way that I do it. But if you do it that way, then you can't make as much money quickly, because when I do this, I do it with margin, so I'm actually borrowing from the broker up to 4 times the size of my account, and I'm playing on very limited price points. But if you're doing that on a day-to-day basis, then you don't want to have that amount of money sitting out there, because anything can happen overnight. But I feel more comfortable doing it this way because I'm watching it minute by minute, and if I get one of my price levels taken out, I can cut the trade, so I don't blow up. But same techniques no matter what time frame you're looking at. We have another viewer, his name is Killjoy. He does it on the 15-minute time frame. So he does things a little bit slower, so he doesn't have to babysit. And I'll probably migrate to that 15-minute time frame eventually. I was toying around with it, but I just can't take my mind off of what happens on the 1-minute time frame. But eventually I'm gonna get too old to trade this fast, but I play a lot of video games, so it's gonna take a little bit longer than most people. Alright, so we're waiting for this resistance point to get broken, and if it can break it and hold it, it's gonna go up to my final target here. I'm gonna take off some shares as soon as we can do the break even here, and then let the rest run. We're getting really close, and we're definitely not in danger of any type of, we're not gonna, if I lose today, I'm not gonna hit my stop loss at least. Killjoy says, I've been using 1 and 5 minute too much volatility. And 1 and 5 is too much volatility to hold long trades. Yeah, I mean, you can see it today. How it threw me in for the ringer. Too much back and forth. But you can see how I navigate through it. So this is a really good episode, even though it's not that great for me. It's just good to see how my approach is to these type of situations. A little bit different than what last month was. Like I said, last month was me anticipating breakouts that didn't happen in a consolidation zone, and then today is breakouts actually happening, but then there's no follow-through, so a little bit different. I like to find breakouts or to find pullbacks that hold and then run. But there were a couple places where it could have bounced or it could have held that just didn't work. But I guess in retrospect as well, I could have had. I mean, I knew this hourly area here was some resistance, but I didn't know how far it would go up. That's what the danger is of shorting up here. How did I know it was going to stop at 112.76? I guess I could have gone on the subsequent candle, but when I was explaining in the beginning of the day that we're still in a localized uptrend, so I don't know how far this thing's going to pull back, but you could have had from here to the bottom today, and that would have made you money. 112.76 to 110.50. That's a lot of money right there you could have had, but you had to anticipate it. So it's a little bit tricky. All right, I'm going to take out 100 shares here, and then we're going to let the rest kind of run, and it might take a while for this thing to actually get up here, but it pretty much looks like it's going to be long for the rest of the day, because we had two really strong swipes to the downside. So we're just waiting for the break even to drop some shares here. And I'm not going to hit I probably won't hit my daily goal today either, just because it's so slow. Let me see, if I held 112.61, let me see. 112.61, and my entry is 111.59. Yeah, we could get there, but it has to do exactly what I say. It basically has to go perfect with how I just explained it in order for us to hit goal today, unless I add. If it pulls back more and I add. Alright, so we've broken even. I still have 500 shares. 500 share target is this 60 right here. So let's see if it gains this area and runs. Now I can sit back in my chair a little bit. Let's see if it goes perfectly. It's gotta hold this red bar here. This thing has given us so much pain today. We were up 200 here, and then that pullback wiped us out. I mean, it could just snap all the way up here, too. If there's no more sellers in that zone. And what did I say earlier before I removed my drawing? I said I wanted to break up here, and I wanted to pull back, and then to see if we can go through like that. We'll see if that happens. I guess I could keep it up there this time. Nah, it's just, never mind, it's just garbage. So remember what I rolled back in the video, you can see I mentioned that. That's an ideal situation. Then I can make even more. But let's focus on the first target here. So, we're currently above that resistance point that gave us so much trouble.
Sounds wild. Just strap in and enjoy the ride.
Rocket Dragon. I will give you a Rocket Dragon if we hit target. little bit of a topping tail, but that's not bad. We can have a little bit of a liquidity grab as long as we hold above the red zone here. So if it decides to sell, I'm fine with it doing this. But we can't hold down and break, otherwise that fucks up the entire plan. It has to run. Actually, we're not gonna hit target because I was already down $300, so shit. So I'm gonna have to wait for a pullback even after it hits, because I was already down $300 and we recovered it, so that messes up my math because I'm an idiot and forgot. Alright, so looking for this area here. I want it to hit, and then I want it to pull back and hold, and then we're gonna do another secondary long here. And if it fails at any point, I'm also gonna flatten. So if any of these green bars get completely taken out, I'm gonna flatten and wait. It happens sooner rather than later. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what you got. I am not gonna go negative. Come on, baby. That was quite the swipe down. But it didn't close. It did not invalidate our move. Come on, bitch, break the high here. Give us the opportunity for a secondary long move. Uh-oh. Double tap. We gonna lose it or what? I am gonna have to flatten and wait for you to reset a little bit. Come on, baby. I'm sure it's faking out the shorts here. Or anyone who would try to short. But I also have to be cognizant of my position as well, because you can fuck up both sides. Okay, we are below. I'm gonna have to flatten here in a second. Okay, let's see if this is liquidity grab, or if it's actually gonna be a permanent fuck off. Okay. You can't break below that line. I'm gonna remove this just so I can see what the hell's going on. Come on, baby. One more push-up. Gotta break the top of that red candle there. 15 minutes still looks okay. But you got 6 minutes left. Bounce off the red zone. Alright, I have to take it. Alright, maybe we have to do our secondary along a little bit earlier than usual. Let's see what happens here. So we are up for the day, but we basically have enough for Wendy's. As long as you don't supersize. God damn. There were opportunities today, but it is not easy. Tesla ran a little bit harder than I would have anticipated, and I should have been paying attention to that. And NVIDIA did not hold any of the support that it looked like it was creating with that upside move. So if I enter long here again, there's a possibility I could go back negative. Alright, so see if we can get above here. Break above here, hold, run up. So captivating, much wow. Very interesting wedge. Hourly. At some point it's gonna break through this and then it's just gonna run. Whether that be today in the afternoon or tomorrow. What it needs to do now to get any lower is to break this massive area. That'll probably come from a gap down overnight. Yeah, and I have to call it good. If in 30 minutes we don't get some price action, I'm probably going to call it good because it's just going to be dead for, going to go into that East Coast lunch hour period where it's just really choppy and I have to do some shit offline. Although we've had some pretty big explosions during that time too, like when Trump said he was going to pause the tariffs. Or when the when the news reports interpreted it that way. Alright, still betting on the long side, but we have to wait for the entry. Our hill looks like crap, 15 minutes shows another topping tail, but we're still not localized upswing. This might take a while for it to manifest. Let me see if I can aggregate this in a different way. It makes sense. Pretty bad drop off here. Yeah, this is just a tough day, man. So we're up 200. We lost it. We were down 300. We went to break even. We're up probably like 20 bucks after transaction fees. Today is not an easy day for me. Could be another possibility down here. Alright, let me zoom back in here. So we need to break above and hold above. It'd still fail, and then I'll probably go negative for the day, and then I'll have to come back in the afternoon. So we're not in any danger of hitting a stop loss. My overall target was still up here, but we had when I saw this fail, we had to cut it. Yeah, let's see where this thing closes. If it comes back in here, we can add. Otherwise, we'll let this thing run. Even better if it gains this, huh? That is a massive, strong candle. I should have put more into it, but given what's happened today, I just didn't feel confident. Okay, pull back a little bit. Here we go. How are you gonna play this? A little bit too strong of a pullback. Not the kind I wanted. Wanted to pull back a little bit and then break above the top here, because that would be what they call a 3-bar play, at least what Jared Wesley used to call it. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. I usually go level to level, but in choppy days like today, just having that in the back of your mind kind of helps. It's not breaking below the low of that candle here. God damn, you're such a teasy little bitch. Still going down. Alright, buddy. Pass or fail? That is not good. Gonna have to hope that's a liquidity grab. Let's see where this thing closes. Real struggling all over the place. Couldn't break lower. it's in it's in an uptrend and it can't get any higher. It's just a little fucked. Well, goddamn. Alright. After this flatten, I'm gonna sign off. We'll just call it, break even on stream. But if I don't have to flatten, then I guess we'll just keep going, huh? A lot of volume in this bar, but no follow-through. Fuck. Oh, I gave too much back. Alright. Son of a bitch! Couldn't hold... Yeah, we're still getting squeezed, man. I can still have an uptrend later today, but this thing is just all over the place. So we're negative again. Ah! Pain in the ass. See if it gets down here. Now I don't want to quit. I want to see if I can actually break even again. Now I can't end on this. Oh, I guess we'll capture the whole fucking thing, huh? Painful day. So how do I want to reassess the situation then? Damn it, you guys were fucking up here, dude. Damn it. I mean, we're still... above the body of, that last liquidity grab, but that pullback was pretty shitty. And now we can get all the way back here, too. So I don't know. Let's see if I can get something out of this. Okay. Okay. Break even again. So the big point is this gonna retest and fail, or is it just gonna have a break up and above moment and then hold this time? Same target. So you can see how hard it is to have actual fucking targets. now we need this thing to get above and hold. That was a little bit anticipatory on my part. Come on, bitch. Come on, bitch. Yeah. How many times today did you get within a cent of my order or my alert and then do that shit? The joys of trading, you get to see it all here. Okay, I'm gonna need you to gain this. Okay, that's good. Hell of a pullback, though. May not hold it. There we go. Alright, same target. Such a mixture of emotions, man. I do my best to keep him in check, but fucking Christ. You can go back and watch this whole thing to see how fucking weird it's been today. Localized uptrend against the hourly resistance points. It still might fail, but we'll see. Still looks like a grinding up. Still looking for this to hold. It needs to get above that pullback that just happened here. It needs to have just a extreme break. And I think it is possible. Show me you can gain this shit. Very reminiscent of a pattern, breakout higher pattern. You've had three really big liquidity grabs, but it settled higher each time, so tomorrow might actually be a good breakout day, assuming they don't gap down overnight from something. But it's looking like one of those large accumulation plays. Well, never mind. That pulled back pretty fast. Okay. Here, I'm gonna sell one lot here, because it's probably gonna pull back again and then have a launch. But if you don't get it, I'll probably buy in again if I see a movement that looks good. Nope, okay, I missed the chance there, possibly. Yeah, in retrospect, there's a lot of things that I could have done better. But everything's good in retrospect. There's nothing to say that I couldn't have just ran. I mean, there are multiple tails here, but it did break above them. They could have ran up. I mean, it wasn't that far away. I didn't know that the pullback was going to be this far. And it could still have another pullback, but we might have seen the bottom for this time point in the market. Alright, take me to the promised land, you dumb bitch. Going nowhere. Again with your garbage bullshit. Woo! Fuck. You're not respecting me the way I want to be respected. Ah. Just out of curiosity here. That's why I don't do that shit. What's it gonna be? Seven seconds. 2, 1, close. Still struggling. Got 10 minutes left for this candle to close, so it might just consolidate here and then break out in 10 minutes. The joys of trading. Ah, fuck, okay. Getting ready to flatten here. Alright, well... we're stuck at break even, so I don't know what you want me to do. This thing is just complete shit. Do you want me to keep going, or should I just say we broke even today? I'll probably trade again in the afternoon, but we are just in considerable chop, and I'm just chopping back and forth. Is this gonna be real or is it gonna be fake? Holy fuck! Alright, I was waiting for you, fucking whore. Come on, knock on my door. I've been waiting for you. Alright, you sack of shit, fuckhead. Motherfucker. Target hit. Unraveling positions. We haven't hit target for my gain loss for the day, but we've hit target in terms of where I thought this shit would move. There we go, you fuck nut. Right when I was about to quit. So this is gonna have to retrace somewhere, probably down here at some point. But let's see if we can get up to 400 before that happens. Give me a push up here. You went right into that resistance area pretty strongly, so maybe we'll break it in this run. But let's be cautious here. Let's see how this thing closes.
Welcome back. Made some killer moves. The market stands in.
Made it home? Man, you... Well, I'm glad you're home. How's your car running, by the way? As far as trading's concerned, basically 2.5 hours of chop of me gaining money and losing money until we finally had a breakout. So we're gonna win today. It's just a matter of how much we're gonna win. But this was not a 15 minutes, $1,000 and done. This is a long stretch. We're up about 300 in 2.5 hours. So we're still waiting for this thing to complete its move. It's still in progress. This green bar needs to hold itself, or else I need to flatten and probably get it a little bit lower.
The necessary evil. Keep those trading gains rolling, baby.
You do yeah, the pattern of doing it the day before. Well. Ah, shit. Okay. Well, we're gonna have to do a pullback here. Or a flatten here. Possibly. Give me a minute. Yeah, it's not good. I did my taxes a couple of days ago. I usually wait a week before. I fucking hate taxes. I mean, most of us don't make shit that we're contributing in anything. And if we deficit spend, then they really don't mean anything. We just print the fucking money anyway. Alright, looks like it's holding there.
Stability's the name of the game. Consistency is key, baby.
Okay, bitch, let's see if you can run up there. Still an uptrend play, but needs a hold. And we're right up against the hourly resistance, so this is gonna get cheeky. Basically, you can't let that green bar die. You owe them $3. Man, they print more than that. Surprised they don't say, you keep it. Nah, we're good, brother. You keep it. There was that proposal that Trump was floating
Tax
around.
deja vu. As long as you
to,
keep bringing in the market gain.
Not tax people who made underneath $150,000 a year, which would help most people. Because most people don't make shit that even matters. I mean, you have $3 you're gonna give the government. Like, they give a fuck about $3. Oh, you got back $3. Well, still, you can keep it. Because that means you paid them interest on that $3. So you're gonna get back less than what you gave them. So you have the inflation of the $3, and then... Oh, it's just fucking stupid. I can understand tax for the use of services, and like if there's sales tax, you know, different things that the thing for shit that you use, but to tax your income, that's a little bit shitty. And we didn't always have income taxes either. Okay, we're about...
Tax
We did
refunds
break
are the
the
cherry on top. Celebrate
topping
with
tail
more
here,
trades.
but let's see if it keeps going. We know where our stop is. There ain't no way in hell we're gonna lose money today. We're gonna win. So there's that. Stuck through it. You got to see the whole damn thing, man. So this is a testament to how good I've gotten at this shit. Alright, let's see if we can get 500 at least.
You bring the luck, we bring the skills. Let's crush it.
Yeah, we're waiting on you. The whole market was waiting on you to come back home just so it can pump and I can make money. So thank you for that. Get back here earlier next time. Right now we're looking for any failure, so if this bar, we lose this bar as a failure, I'll stop myself out. Otherwise, keep going. We're almost past the hourly point, so I'm very curious on what'll happen once we break through that. So if I aggregate this to an hour time frame, this is the retest that failed. And you got another hour resistance point up here. Let me mark that off, but I think we're gonna game this one today. So there you are. Alright, that one's good. Now I'm curious to see what happens here. Let's see if there's like no orders between up here and up there. Let's see if this thing just runs. If there's like a thin order book. Still holding the top stop here. Give me my 500 and we can call it good. Although I will accept what we have now. Today was such a bitch that, you know, we can take a small win. Boopy boop a doop boop boop. Now we're getting a little bit of resistance now at the top of this 1 hour area. So maybe we'll pull back. That's fine, we're done as soon as that stop gets hit. We're gonna have a... I mean, today the win has been solidified, so I don't have to worry about that. It's just a matter of how much we're gonna win on camera. Let's see if this bursts here. How thick is this order book? It is pumping pretty hard. So we really have nothing going on until the next stop up there. But let's see how this closes. Let's see what this thing does. Because just as fast as it pulled back, when it pulled back, it's gonna fucking run as hard as it, you know. It may just go all the way up here today. We'll see. Well, actually, I won't see. I'm gonna take a damn nap after this, but let's see what happens. So we retested that resistance zone. Yeah, we gained the son of a bitch, so that's 500. 5:30, I'm done. But I don't know, y'all have to tell me, is $500 in 2.5 hours good or no? You missed the fucking move.
Gotta be
That's
quick
why,
on those trades.
yeah, sometimes
like a
if
ninja
you
in the
are in a
market.
higher time frame, you miss the move, but on the 1 minute, I started and stopped multiple times. You saw me, I mean, it wasn't really a good catch, it was just anticipating and then just cutting things immediately, and then finally we got a runner. It definitely wasn't a easy thing today. So we're out to see. First failure, I'm done, so we're gonna trail up this stop here. But I want to get 530. So pulling back a little bit, still within that same candle. Let's see how this 15-minute closes. I like to see that top get taken out, and that'll be enough to wrap me up for the day. If not, I'm gonna trade again in the afternoon to get that 530 one way or another. Okay, we're looking for this top to get breached. That was kind of a pathetic pullback. So let's see if the subsequent bar does it. You're gonna head out?
Stay sharp
Alright.
out there. Till
Sorry
the
things
next
didn't work
trade,
out today,
my
Killjoy,
friend.
but we'll get them tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by and keeping me company through this, bullshit garbage. Okay, breach the top here, and then we're gonna get to closure, then I'm done for the day. I spent way too much time. Do 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 your mom. Do 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 do. Alright, we're looking for a breach, or we're looking for the stop takeout. Come on, man, I want to wrap this shit up, man. Come on. Fuck me. This was a very harrowing journey today. Yeah, this thing does not want to pull back. This thing is, it's not even distributing yet. It's still gearing up for the next leg up. I'm not seeing, like, subsequent,
Full throttle,
topping
no
tail
looking back,
bars.
trading like a beast unleashed.
This thing is like... Blazing Trails Rides. We are about done here. We almost got our Blazing Trail. I need this candle to close up here, then I'm done. So, pump it one more time. Last pump. You hit it, I'm done. Alrighty, people, if you want to see a fucking, Lord of the Rings trilogy condensed into a 3-hour day trading live stream, that was fucking it right there. We have fucking dropped the One Ring into Mount Doom, and I'm fucking done today. Bingo, bango. That's $500 after transaction fees, so... That is good, I'm good. I hit the, minimal goal. Today was a testament of how good I've gotten since, starting the live streams in 2022. I've been trading since 2019, but... Damn, today was a good comeback from what happened last month on stream. It's a beautiful ending, man. So, Falling Upward, thank you for joining. Infinite Metal, thank you for joining. Killjoy, thank you for joining. A-Carpet, good to see you. King Philip, thank you for dropping by. I'll probably play games later in the afternoon. I'm in a good mood. But for now, I am done with the market. If you want to see some shit, go back and watch everything that happened today. Yep, there we go. That's the, that would have been the stop, but at least it gave me one more pump up. Alright. See y'all later. I'm just gonna wrap things up, and I'll probably be back in the afternoon. So thank you very much for bearing with me after all of that shit, but sometimes these days happen. Have a good one.
Always do. Trading's like a thrill ride every day.